Hi guys, so today I'm going to share with you all the kit and clothing I intend to take with me when I travel the world. The travel time, I'm looking for around a year to 2 years, depending on how far the budget gets me. As everything you're going to see in the video is pretty much exactly what I will be taking. I've got a trip to Scotland at the end of next month to test out the gear and see if I want to add or subtract anything from the pack, but pretty much what I show you today will be exactly what comes with me. So we'll start with the clothing and then go on to the kit itself. So first up, rather fetching pair of black and red underpants from a company called Exoficcio. These are not only the most comfortable underpants I've ever worn, they're also lightweight, vented, breathable, quick drying, antifungal, antibacterial, anti-scent. So that's why I intend to take 2 pairs max for the entire trip. I don't intend to wear underwear very often on the trip. Next up we have trousers, 2 polyester trousers, convertible, so they zip off at the knee to become shorts. Again, very breathable, extremely lightweight and quick drying. They're also insect and UV repellent, so that could be really handy. And I've come up with 2 colours, black and the desert colour pairs. Onto shirts, I've got 2 long-sleeved shirts. So that's the style. Well vented, vents under the arms and across the back. As you can see, really breathable fabric, extremely lightweight, quick drying again, and again insect and UV repellent. In fact, these are 2 of the most comfortable shirts I've ever worn. If I wanted to go swimming and was a little bit sunburned or didn't want to risk sunburn, I'd actually consider swimming in those, as they are quick drying and extremely lightweight, so it wouldn't impair the swimming ability at all. Next on to shirts, T-shirts themselves. Got 3 colours, black, blue and red. They're actually shirts designed for runners, joggers, so they take the sweat off the skin and into the shirt. Extremely good for wearing in humid conditions, but also enough to keep you warm if the temperature does drop. So gone for three of those. Then we've got a lightweight jacket, completely waterproof, not particularly warm, but great at keeping your clothes dry. That's about it. Weighs under 3 ounces, but I've gone for black and grey for 2 reasons. One is all the other colours were a bit out there and a bit as if you were going to some sort of festival. But this, if you tuck the hood in, is actually smart enough to be worn to a semi-smart to smart casual sort of event. In case I needed to go, could wear this over a shirt and wouldn't feel too out of place. So that's a real good reason. Comes with a little bag. The bag will probably get used for something else, maybe a store first aid kit or whatever. But the jacket actually scrunches into a lot smaller than that and can fit into a pocket. So really good jacket. Then we've got a hat. I was recommended by a friend of mine to get a 360-degree coffee farmer's hat. Reason being, I'm a fan of wearing baseball caps, but they are great for what they were designed for, so to protect your eyes from the sun head on and to not impede your vision, but very poor at protecting your shoulders and your back from the sun. So was recommended to get a coffee grower's hat, like so, with an adjustable brim so I can get it out of the way if needs be. As you can tell, fashion is at the forefront of this trip. So I've got that, very lightweight, compact, again insect repellent and UV repellent, so that will be a lifesaver in the hot countries, no doubt. Next up is a brilliant bit of kit. So it's a full-size towel, microfibre towel, can carry 6 to 8 times its weight in water, so ultra absorbent and extremely quick drying. Will dry in under 2 hours from maximum saturation to bone dry in under 2 hours, so really handy bit of kit. Onto the gear itself, not too many items to talk about. The first up is a combination bike lock. Been recommended to take one of these by quite a few people. I've made sure it's long enough to wrap twice around the bag if I need to secure the bag, but also it's far more than strong enough to secure the bag to a fixed table leg, tree trunk, lamppost, anything I need to secure the bag to. So really, really handy bit of kit. I chose a combination lock because then there's no keys that I could lose or could get stolen, so very, very handy. The next two are what I've been told are some lifesavers. So a eye mask for if I'm struggling to sleep in the hostels and noisy hotel rooms, etc. Some earplugs for the same reason, to block out any sound from those hostel parties or anything else that's going to interrupt my sleep. The third bit of kit is something quite strange. It is a digital egg timer. Goes up to 24 hours. You set the hours, press go, and when the timer runs out, it will emit a small quiet beep, enough to wake you up but not enough to disturb everyone. I was recommended this by a friend of mine, and when I asked him why can't I just use my phone, they said because the second you use your phone you are tempted to check emails, Facebook, text messages, etc. All the things that you don't need to be disturbed by when you're traveling the world. So the egg timer was a solid choice. The fourth and final bit of kit is a torch. Very heavy, very robust, and again I was recommended this for three reasons. The first being a torch is obviously a very handy piece of kit to have. The second being that it's actually more than bright enough if I was to shine it directly in someone's eyes, it would temporarily blind them. And third and final, hopefully something I'll never have to use, it is extremely heavy, extremely solid, and more than robust enough to use in self-defense if the need arises. I'm sure it never will, but rather need it and have it than need it and not have it. So on to reading material. I'm only taking 2 books. I will no doubt read more, but the only 2 I'm taking are Vagabonding by Rolf Potts, which pretty much fueled the dream of all of this. I've read it from cover to cover about 5 times and will no doubt read it at least 5 times more. It's an incredible guide to long-term world travel with lots of handy tips and tricks. An incredible book, Vagabonding by Rolf Potts. The second book, a book that completely changed my life, and I refer back to it at least quarterly, is The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. As you can see, I've made hundreds of notes and post-it notes certain pages. It is Escape the 9 to 5, Live Anywhere, and Join the New Rich. This book helped me to construct a lifestyle that will hopefully allow me to travel the world and still make money automatically and remotely. Lots of handy tips and tricks, and just an incredible read. Not your usual self-help book or guide to getting rich quick, but a genuine, well-constructed guide to living a successful life from anywhere in the world. That's The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. The last bit of kit is the rucksack itself, which I picked up today. It's a sizable rucksack, but it comes with a detachable everyday rucksack on the front. In the bottom here is a built-in rain cover for if the weather gets a bit wet, so to protect all your gear. It's also got room for a camel pack on the back, so I can drink water on the go, and the back straps tuck in behind this cover so that through the airports I can carry it around like a briefcase if needs be. Excellent rucksack, loads of room, shoe compartments, the lot. Really handy rucksack. So that is pretty much everything I intend to take. As I say, I've got a trip to Scotland coming up to test the gear, see what works, what doesn't work, so it might get changed around slightly, but pretty much everything I've told you about today is exactly what I will be taking. The only additions will be a Sony compact camera, which will be coming with me to shoot videos and take photos, and a laptop to do some editing and some work on the go. Other than that, shoes, socks, things like that, but pretty much everything you've seen here is all I'm taking. As I say, the goal is to keep my entire travel pack under 20 kilograms if possible. Ideally 15, but it will probably be nearer to 20. So that's it. I look to take off in the next 2 to 3 months max, and I do not know where I'm going first. It will be anywhere and everywhere. So if you have any recommendations of places to check out, put it in the comments below, and in the description underneath the video I'll list and itemize every item I intend to take, including the few items that weren't shown in this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will post as many videos from my travels as possible. Thank you. See you later, guys.